Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Justin Turner is set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Looking to throw is Williams. Flush to his right. Caught right side, Tate. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The pickup there, 5 yards. To the air, Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Williams going to look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
One of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oilers 7, Chargers 0.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw, Williams. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Tate. Only a yard of the completion and 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down to the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down. Here's Chubb again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Shrugs. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Williams now. A final shot before break. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard kick makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Snap coming in one, and it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. 39 yards there, a big one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing again here, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. To throw, it's Williams. And get this man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Oilers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Second and 9 now from the 21. They go up the middle with Chubb. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that...
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. 20. Touchdown, LA. Nick Chubb, 50 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Sheds him off at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Williams with a little touch pass forward. a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Oilers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Oilers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mahomes will throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing is Williams.
Dancing to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out.
And the Oilers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter This would be their third straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
The gain on the play. And the Chargers first down. First and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.